to insert automatic relations while sketching. Automatic relations are sketch relations that are applied to the geometry as the user sketches the profile. SOLIDWORKS will display icons at the bottom right edge of the cursor when an automatic relation is available, including the following relations: vertical, horizontal, coincident, midpoint, perpendicular, parallel, and tangent. In this lesson, I will create a sketch profile using the Line tool, and I will demonstrate how to add automatic relations between the sketch entities as each line is drawn. Here I have a blank part document with sketch mode enabled on the front plane. I'll begin creating the sketch using the Line tool, and I'll explain the automatic relations that can be created as I complete each sketch entity. I'll enable the Line tool from the Sketch tab of the Command Manager, and I'll hover the cursor over the origin. Notice that a yellow icon with a coincident symbol appears. This informs me that the automatic relation coincident will be created between the origin and the line's endpoint. I'll click to begin sketching the line, and as I move the cursor upward, the yellow icon changes and has a vertical symbol, letting me know that if I place the other endpoint of the line along this axis, the line will be given a vertical relation automatically. I'll place the other end of the line, and both automatic relations are added in green in the graphics area. From here, I can continue sketching lines. Notice that yellow inference lines appear to aid in sketching additional lines. If a sketch is placed along these lines, an automatic relation will be created. However, if a blue inference line appears, it is used only as a reference and no relation will be added. The next line I'll sketch will extend horizontally to the left along the yellow inference line. I'll place the other endpoint, and yellow inference lines appear again in the graphics area. Next, I'll draw another short vertical line going downward. From here, I'll use the angle reference that appears next to the cursor. I want this line to remain a 135-degree angle to the last vertical line, so I'll move the cursor on screen until it snaps to the angle value. Now when I click to place the endpoint, the line is created at that angle, but isn't dimensioned and won't keep that angle reference if modifications are made to this line segment. Now I'll create another vertical line going downward, and click to place the endpoint. Now I want to create another angled line going down and to the left, which should have a perpendicular relation to the angled line above. As I move the cursor in the graphics area, the yellow inference lines appear. And if I extend the sketch line downward, a perpendicular relation icon appears next to the cursor, indicating that the line will be made perpendicular to the angled line above. Also, if the perpendicular relation doesn't appear, simply hover the cursor over the line you'd like to make it perpendicular to, and then move the cursor back down and the icon will appear. Before I place the endpoint, I want the line to extend up to the point where it's aligned with this vertical line above. I can use the blue reference lines to sketch it vertical to the lines above. When I click to place the endpoint, the line is added with a perpendicular relation, but a vertical relation wasn't added because the blue reference line is only used as a reference. Next, I'll add two more lines to complete the profile. I'll sketch a vertical line going downward until the blue reference line appears that extends back to the origin. I'll place the endpoint. And before I connect the last line back to the origin, I'd like to show you how to connect sketch segments to midpoints. If I hover the cursor over the vertical line on the right, notice that a yellow square appears overlaid on the line at the endpoint. To attach a line to the midpoint, simply hover the cursor over the square, which turns orange to indicate that the midpoint relation will be added when this point is selected. I'll go ahead and click to place this line, and a midpoint relation was added. I don't want this line to actually be included in the sketch profile, so I'll click Undo and complete the profile by adding the last line. When I hover the cursor back over the origin, two automatic relations will be added. The first icon indicates that the two endpoints will merge together, in this case at the origin. The other automatic relation indicates that the line I'm sketching will be made horizontal. I'll click to place the endpoint, and the sketch profile is complete, which includes a total of 9 sketch relations that were automatically added.